Need a top off on that coffee, hun? Well, you're in luck, because we've got the lowdown on the best diners in the good old US of A. For patrons of Ocean Diner in Hermosa Beach, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Serving a home-style breakfast and lunch 7 days a week, this diner excels with their pancakes, waffles, and egg dishes with Mexican influence, all rustled up in a joint that resembles a genuine 1940s diner. Reviewers also love the diner's omelets, scrambles, and homemade muffins, or tried the strawberry cheesecake waffle for a truly decadent combination of breakfast and dessert. Dallas is probably the last place anyone would expect to come across a range of Canadian culinary specialties, and yet the Maple Leaf Diner brings staples like poutine and Canadian beer to the Lone Star State. They do it well, too. In 2022, the restaurant won the Best and DFW's Best Diner Award from the Dallas Morning News. Patrons of this diner enjoy various Southern classics with a north-of-the-border flair, such as the chicken fried steak poutine, a delicious fusion dish that even once appeared in an episode of Food Paradise on the Travel Channel. No trip to Fort Lauderdale is complete without a stop at Moonlite Diner. The eclectic 50s decor and satisfying menu options are a hit with tourists and locals alike, and patrons recommend everything from the meatloaf to the enormous breakfast platters. One of the highlights of the restaurant's extensive menu is the Shake Shop section, featuring hand-dipped milkshakes in an array of flavors. Visitors can choose from staples like vanilla and chocolate, or explore newer options like peanut butter or brownie. Some diners have food so good that patrons will line up around the block to eat there. Take Tom's Restaurant, for example. The restaurant boasts low prices and delicious food, a winning combination for any diner. Famous regulars include John McCain and a young Barack Obama, and the exterior was used as a stand-in for Monk's Cafe in Seinfeld. It doesn't get much more New York than that.
I wanted salsa, not salsa!
Don't you know the difference between salsa and salsa? You have the salsa after the salsa.
In Philadelphia, the dining car pays homage to diners of the past, both with its name and retro decor. This old-school restaurant's stellar reputation even earned it a spot on a Season 2 episode of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. According to online reviews, the dining car is worth visiting in part because of its excellent service and extensive menu, with tasty offerings such as apple walnut pie and all-beef burgers. But it's also far more than just a diner. Patrons can also visit the attached bakery and market for sweet confections made daily. If you love pancakes and happen to be driving through Springfield, Illinois anytime soon, you'll want to stop at Charlie Parker's Diner. The restaurant's pancakes are so big that they've inspired their own food competition. If a patron can eat a 4-giant stack, it's free. If not, you'll pay $25 for taking the chance. If $25 worth of pancakes doesn't sound like your ideal breakfast, the diner has many other delicious options on offer. For example, many satisfied reviewers readily recommend the Breakfast Shoe, a customizable egg dish that comes topped with gravy and cheese sauce. Anyone who prefers their comfort food deep fried will be right at home at the Union Street Diner in Athens, Ohio. The menu here includes familiar fried choices like macaroni bites, mozzarella sticks, and onion rings, but there are also plenty of unique options on offer too, from deep fried cauliflower to deep fried Oreos. Of course, there are a few more balanced meals available on the menu. In an interview with the Post Athens, co-owner Timothy Carmen recommended the burgers, the grilled chicken dinner, and the steak and eggs. It's always fun browsing the dessert display at a diner, and that goes doubly at a place like the Marietta Diner. This Georgia eatery is open 24 hours and has a colorful menu packed with delicious choices.
There isn't anything that you can't find on the menu, from breakfast to lunch to dinner items.
Dessert is serious business at this restaurant, as they offer over 24 kinds of pie and cake. Before sampling one of these sweet treats, many reviewers suggest trying the diner's gyros, chicken and waffles, or one of the many traditional breakfast dishes on the menu. If there's one thing restaurant patrons love to see, it's their favorite local spot making a comeback. That's what happened to Mattie's Diner, an eatery located in Charlotte, North Carolina. The restaurant began as a 1940s dining car in New Jersey before owner Matt King moved it to Charlotte, renovated it, and then reopened it in 2010. After having to close the diner in 2015, King made his triumphant return to a new location. The updated menu includes plenty of breakfast, lunch, and dinner options, including many vegan meals. In Ira Township, Michigan, the M29 Diner is an excellent choice for anyone looking for diner classics in a comfortable environment. M29 serves everything from omelets to Reubens to Tex-Mex dishes, as well as the much-loved M29 Burger, which is topped with cheese, bacon, and onion rings. Many reviewers have given the diner 5-star ratings, praising both the food on offer and the staff's hospitality. New Jersey is a hotspot for excellent diners, and the Maywood Pancake House is no exception. This spot in the borough of Maywood, about 13 miles outside of New York City, is counted among the best in the state, not least due to its healthy spin on traditional diner cuisine. While most diners tend to focus on rich and filling comfort foods, this restaurant offers plenty of vegan, vegetarian, and gluten-free options. The breakfast menu in particular features a wide array of vegan and gluten-free meals for everyone, including, of course, pancakes. For a modern take on classic diner food, visit Ruthie's All Day in Arlington. Huge windows provide plenty of sunshine for the timelessly stylish interior, while the spacious patio is the place to dine al fresco during the warmer months. Reviewers rave about this laid-back destination for its tasty dishes made with locally sourced ingredients. Particular menu highlights include a fried chicken biscuit served with Aleppo honey, apple pie pancakes, and brisket hash made with squash, kale, and mustard seed cream. Those who love Twin Peaks should visit Twede's Cafe in North Bend, Washington for a nice dose of nostalgia. That's because the exterior of this tiny breakfast spot served as the show's Double R diner.
You know, this is, a damn fine cup of coffee.
Although a fire caused massive damage to the building in 2000, visitors can still see the original neon sign from the 80s. In addition to seeing a piece of television history, patrons at Twede's can enjoy excellent omelets, hash browns, and coffee. And of course, no Twin Peaks fan should leave without trying their famous cherry pie. Mel's Diner has been a roadside staple in Phoenix, Arizona for over 50 years. The joint got its start as a truck stop and even appears in the 1970s TV show Alice. In fact, the diner's name honors Mel Sharples, a beloved character from the show.
I ordered a hamburger. What's this?
What's the difference? It's dead.
I'm not so sure.
In addition to its nostalgic retro charm, the diner offers a seriously delicious breakfast. Visitors consistently recommend that you try this spot's take on French toast, omelets, and chicken fried steak. The 1950s are alive and well at Kokomo's 50s Diner in Adamsville, Tennessee. This restaurant takes period decor very seriously, featuring wall-to-wall memorabilia and retro furniture. Many online reviewers recommend that you try the milkshakes and malts, both made in the traditional 50s diner style. These reviews also suggest that you try the diner's various cheeseburgers, which all have perfectly on-brand names like Rockin' Robin, the John Wayne, and Betty Boop. One of Boston's few 24-hour diners, South Street Diner opened in the late 1940s to serve comfort food to local factory workers. Today, it's a real hot spot for night owls.
Our peak hours are 1 in the morning to 4 in the morning.
The restaurant's award-winning menu features New England-inspired breakfast items like Boston cream pancakes or eggs Benedict made with lobster, although if you're propping up the counter in the dead of night, you might be better off with a bottomless cup of coffee. Many diners wouldn't be the same without the influence of Greek restaurateurs, including the Four Seasons Diner in Indianapolis. Owner George Potamoussis gained experience cooking in Greek diners before going on to open his own. This family-owned restaurant had been going strong until November 2024, when a tragic fire caused it to temporarily close.
This is life for all of us here, so...
Once they get around to reopening in summer 2025, be sure to stop by. Maybe try the Southern Skillet, a huge breakfast skillet that diners truly loved back when the joint was open. Baltimore's Broadway Diner is another joint with Greek influence, offering such classic Mediterranean dishes as baked moussaka, gyros, and souvlaki, among more traditional diner fare. As testament to the quality of the food on offer, Broadway Diner once featured in an episode of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, which highlighted a seafood dish called Broadway Festival. Meanwhile, online reviewers praise the generous portions and wide variety of menu options. Even from the outside, Oscar's Classic Diner lives up to its name. This Jefferson City eatery offers a comfortable retro vibe that patrons absolutely love. The restaurant began as a steakhouse in 1948, but the owners reimagined it as a diner in 2004. Today, the diner's classic comfort food dishes have earned top marks from reviewers for taste and portion size. In downtown Kenosha, Wisconsin, you'll find comfort food with a side of history at Frank's Diner. This restaurant is among the oldest prefabricated diner cars still in operation, having first made its way to Kenosha back in 1926. And breakfast is the meal of the day at this diner. Among the many excellent items on offer are Frank's garbage plates, which include hash browns, peppers, and onions mixed with 3 or 5 eggs. From there, patrons can customize their plate with various meat and veggie add-ons before topping it with cheese. In Glenwood Springs, 19th Street Diner lets guests step back in time to a traditional 50s-style diner, and the decor is only the beginning. 19th Street's menu is nearly the same as when it opened in 1986, giving visitors an authentic taste of classic American eats. While reviewers recommend a multitude of menu items, the deep-fried French toast is a particular hit with patrons. Oh, and this diner also has a bar, which might not be unheard of, but it's certainly a nice bonus. Looks can be deceiving, and some of the most modest diners have gone on to win awards for their fantastic food. In 2022, Minnesota's Best gave its Gold Best Diner Award to Lynn's Diner, a neighborhood restaurant in Watkins. The diner also won a Silver Award for its salads and took home the bronze for its pancakes and tater tots. In addition to these award-winning staples, the diner features weekly specials on its Facebook page. Recent examples include everything from mushroom and Swiss cheeseburgers to a taco salad featuring crushed Doritos. Down-home delights fill the menu at the Early Bird Diner in Charleston, which has earned rave reviews and a visit from Guy Fieri. Expect to find Southern specialties like chicken and waffles, shrimp and grits, and fried pork chops on offer. Of course, the Early Bird Diner isn't called that for nothing, as its opening hours are only from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., so don't arrive too early or too late. The restaurant is open 7 days a week, though, and on Fridays they offer all-you-can-eat pancakes for only $8. How's that for a bargain? In the Birmingham suburb of Homewood, you'll find the unassuming Salem's Diner, an old-fashioned eatery that serves delicious diner basics. The breakfast offerings are reliably tasty, especially the large omelets and a hash browns-based dish called the Trash Can, but the restaurant's true claim to fame is its Philly cheesesteak, which attracted national attention after receiving high praise on The Tonight Show with Craig Ferguson.
This diner in Alabama had the best Philly cheesesteak I've ever tasted. And I include Philadelphia.
The Louisiana culinary scene is renowned for its hearty Southern dishes, and Brenda's Diner honors that tradition with an offering of delicious plate lunches. This neighborhood establishment in New Iberia has a different menu for each day of the week, although it tends to feature Louisiana staples like crawfish, etouffee, turkey wings, and barbecue ribs. The diner staff are as inviting as the food, as is the owner, Brenda, who is frequently praised as a highlight in online reviews. Although many dishes have earned recommendations, most patrons highlight the excellent fried chicken on offer. It's not often you see a buffet at a diner, but that's exactly what you'll find on a Sunday at the Porky Pig Diner in Smiths Grove, Kentucky. This affordable retro diner serves everything from slow-cooked barbecue to bologna sandwiches during the week, but offers an assortment of all-you-can-eat choices for Sunday brunch. Buffet goers seem to particularly enjoy the house-made fried chicken and catfish, although the desserts are widely loved as well, including the restaurant's cakes, brownies, fruit cobbler, and ice cream. Korean food might not be the first thing people associate with diners, but that's exactly what you can enjoy at Portland's Cameo Cafe. This diner offers everything from bulgogi to bento, and while fans of sweet breakfast fare can still enjoy plate-sized pancakes and fluffy waffles, Cameo Cafe offers a few American Korean breakfast dishes too. These include the kimchi omelet and kimchi hash. One look at the outside of Angel's Diner will transport you right back to the 1950s. But this McAllister restaurant isn't just a retro diner, it's also a pub and a steakhouse. In a Discover Oklahoma segment, owner Angel Bernhardt highlighted her eatery's two seating environments, a low-lit steakhouse section and a high-energy 50s-themed diner section. The restaurant also has two distinct menus. The diner lineup contains classic breakfast and lunch options, plus daily blue plate specials. Meanwhile, the steakhouse menu includes a selection of steaks and brick oven pizzas. Talk about the best of both worlds.
Everything, like I said, is fresh and people appreciate that.
Many diners are famous for their pie, but Dottie's Diner in Woodbury, Connecticut specializes in a different sweet treat, donuts. This restaurant is clearly proud of its donut offerings, and patrons seem to really love them. Dottie's donuts come in several flavors, and they're especially delicious paired with a cup of good old-fashioned diner coffee. That said, this long-standing diner has a lot more to offer than just donuts. The menu features both classic diner staples and more innovative items, including a unique spin on Eggs Benedict with smoked salmon and multi-grain toast. Diners are often known for one particular specialty. Take Ruth's Diner in Salt Lake City, for example, which has been in business for over 90 years and is the second oldest restaurant in Utah. One of the most popular offerings here is the Mile High Biscuits, which is often served as a side dish with a helping of classic country gravy. Although there are plenty of excellent menu options to choose from, reviewers rave about these biscuits due to their generous size and delicious flavor. Many agree that they go perfectly with the diner's raspberry jam. Some of the best diners in the U.S. have appeared on diners, drive-ins, and dives, including the Coffee Cup in Nevada. This diner has been a regular fixture in Boulder City since 1994, and it's still beloved by locals today. One of the restaurant's unique breakfast dishes, the pork chili verde omelet, has become famous since appearing on the Food Network. This omelet combines green chili marinated pork and cheddar cheese with 3 eggs. The diner's French toast and several delicious lunch options are also favorites among online reviewers. In Des Moines, patrons looking for an authentic retro dining experience flock to Drake Diner. This 50s-style diner offers unique daily specials and tasty comfort food essentials. In particular, the milkshakes and the potato pancakes have earned glowing reviews. For a real piece of Arkansas history, look no further than the Old South Restaurant in Russellville. The original restaurant earned a place on the National Register of Historic Places in 1999, although tragedy struck when the building burned down in 2023. Today, the diner is going strong at a new location, mostly by sticking to its southern roots. Reviewers praise many of Old South's home-style dishes, including hamburger steaks, meatloaf, and prime rib. Patrons also love the diner's desserts, and especially the apple pie.
This is our place.
Absolutely.
That's it. That's right. We come out here, and if it's an hour, we wait.
Some restaurants come and go, but others seem to live forever, and Bobo's Drive-In in Topeka has been serving happy customers for 7 decades. Endless fans sing the praises of this legendary eatery in online reviews, praising the friendly service, satisfying burgers, and crispy onion rings as particular highlights. Meanwhile, the joint's famous home-style apple pie is so popular that it was featured as a menu highlight in a 2008 episode of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. It's hard to miss Abe's Grill in Corinth, Mississippi. Itself a relic of the past, this diner is covered wall-to-wall in vintage signs and nostalgic decor, and locals widely regard this little landmark as one of the best diners in their state. Many reviewers have given the diner perfect scores online, citing the low prices and delicious breakfasts as particular highlights. Albuquerque's 66 Diner started as a mechanic shop in the 1940s, and it keeps that service station vibe alive today. Like many great diners, 66 Diner looks just like it did back in the day, and it has the atmosphere to match. One of the diner's specialties is the Pile-Up, a hash-style breakfast combining potatoes, bacon, green chili, and other delicious ingredients, all topped with 2 eggs. If that sounds like a bit much for you, you can also order a half portion, which is appropriately called a fender bender. In Lincoln, Nebraska, a former fire station gained a new lease on life when it became the Engine House Cafe. This diner keeps its century-old firehouse history alive with retro decorations and a comfortable atmosphere. It also serves breakfast and lunch options that take a page from classic Americana, like Eggs Benedict, French toast, and biscuits and gravy. And there are even a few dishes that go with the firehouse theme, such as the Chief's Choice breakfast and the 5-alarm platter. Diners rarely employ the chic aesthetic touches you might find in high-end restaurants, but that's kind of the point. After all, sometimes less really is more. Need proof? Just visit the Rusty Lantern Diner. This family-owned establishment feeds the residents of Yukon, Idaho in a laid-back and unpretentious atmosphere. And then there's the food. The Big Lantern Burger is one of the diner's signature dishes, starting with 2 beef patties that are then topped with Swiss cheese, mushrooms, bacon, and traditional burger fixings. Because, let's face it, sometimes more is more.
It's massive. Is there a way to eat this to get it all in?
You might need more napkins.
I'll need more napkins.
For sure.
Mary B's Diner in Parkersburg, West Virginia might not have a glamorous exterior, but its homey, well-made dishes keep locals coming back for more. Patrons love the restaurant's breakfast offerings, which include decadent stuffed French toast, large omelets, and breakfast burritos. Many particularly love the diner's assortment of homemade pies, with online reviewers recommending the coconut cream, blueberry, peanut butter, and blackberry pies. The Rainbow Drive-In fits perfectly with Honolulu's island spirit. Having opened in 1961, the restaurant remains family-owned today and has since expanded to include 2 additional locations, all of which serve diner-style Hawaiian favorites. Fans of the Rainbow Drive-In rave about the plate lunches in particular, with many praising the diner's large portions and reasonable prices. And in traditional drive-in fashion, patrons can opt to have their food brought right to their car. How's that for convenience? One New Hampshire diner has become a mainstay stop on the campaign trail for some of the country's leading politicians. Manchester's Red Arrow Diner has been around for a century and has a long history of serving politicians and celebrities. In 2014, the Associated Press reported, "You really can't run for president without grabbing some grub at the Red Arrow Diner."
They kind of put us on the map here.
One of the diner's best reviewed dishes is the turkey dinner, served with stuffing, cranberry sauce, and a choice of 2 sides. On top of that, the Red Arrow Diner also offers rotating blue plate specials at a discounted price. The best diners are often more than mere restaurants, they're neighborhood institutions. That's certainly the case for the Maine Diner, which has kept devoted fans coming back to its spot in the town of Wells for decades.
We have lots of regulars. They come in the same time every day. Half the time we know exactly what they want to eat.
The Maine Diner is particularly notable for its garden, which the original owner established in the 40s. Today, it still produces vegetables and fruit for use in the kitchen. The restaurant offers plenty of traditional diner fare as well as New England seafood, such as the diner's Miles Henry Downeast Benedict, which features cod cakes instead of English muffins. Nothing beats a good burger from a great diner, and the Roadhouse Diner in Great Falls has some of the best you'll find in Montana. The award-winning burgers on the menu are anything but ordinary, with names like Sin City and Death by Bacon. Many reviewers also love the Bundy Burger, a special tribute to TV dad Al Bundy that's topped with ham, bacon, and a fried egg.
Let's cook.
Some diners really aren't what they seem, like the Middle of Nowhere Diner in Exeter, Rhode Island. This unassuming little joint may not look like much outside, but large portions and friendly service have earned the loyal affection of locals and tourists alike. Patrons are particularly fond of the restaurant's steak and eggs breakfast, which is served with home fries. In addition to breakfast, reviewers praise the dishes that offer a true taste of New England, like the clam chowder and the fish and chips. Angel's Restaurant, an eatery housed inside an old Silverside Dairy building in Wilmington, Delaware, is a must-visit establishment for diner fans. Several reviewers rave about the restaurant's lunch and dinner dishes, including classics like burgers and fish and chips. There are also plenty of breakfast options on offer here, such as omelets, waffles, pancakes, and egg sandwiches. Diner-style milkshakes are a truly beloved sweet treat in America, and Phillips Avenue Diner in Sioux Falls does some of the best around. Flavors include chocolate and vanilla, as well as somewhat more unusual options like butterscotch and banana. The diner also has a seasonal features menu with more creative limited-time shakes. In addition to milkshakes, the menu features everything from poutine to jambalaya, along with traditional breakfast dishes. Fans have given dishes like chicken and waffles and banana bread French toast high marks for flavor.
I plan to come here every weekday because, like I said, I am kind of a creature of habit, but they do such a great job.
All-day breakfast is a big draw for most diners, and that's certainly the case for Diener's Diner in West Fargo, North Dakota. This restaurant's breakfast assortment includes all the classics, including melted waffles, omelets, and sandwiches. This restaurant is among the top-ranked diners in West Fargo, as reviewers love the friendly service, reasonable prices, and homey food. Among the most positively reviewed breakfast menu items are the caramel rolls, which are equally delicious as a dessert option. When it comes to breakfast, burgers, and dessert, many Anchorage residents swear by Kriner's Diner. This family-owned restaurant has a history of positive community involvement, such as their long-standing tradition of serving free meals on Thanksgiving. Patrons will find plenty of traditional diner fare on the menu, and Kriner's offers generous portions, especially from the breakfast menu. For lunch, try the house-made corned beef hash or Andy's Awesome Burger, topped with jalapenos, cheese, bacon, barbecue sauce, and onion strings. Patrons have visited Bennington's Blue Benn Diner since 1948, and many of its original traditions live on today. The diner is so integral to the town's history, in fact, that it even inspired a book, Sonny's Blue Benn, Feeding the Soul of a Vermont Town. Along with classic diner dishes, vegetarians will love this restaurant's array of plant-based dishes. Other noteworthy options include a pizza-inspired margarita sandwich with mozzarella, tomato, and basil, as well as the falafel with pita and hummus. Many diners are loved because they're able to give patrons a taste of home, and G-Ma's Diner in Mills, Wyoming takes that concept to heart. The restaurant boasts a warm atmosphere and real comfort food that tastes just like your grandma made it. Reviewers praise the restaurant's huge portions, with the biscuits and gravy coming highly recommended. The menu also includes pancakes, green chili gravy, omelets, and much, much more.